Morning friends, today we'll see self-inspection in pharmaceutical industry. Now first of all we'll see what is self-inspection and what are the benefits of self-inspection program. Self-inspection is an internal audit process carried out by quality assurance to ensure compliance with good manufacturing practices. It also maintains regulatory requirements and internal quality standards. It helps identify gaps, implement corrective actions, and improve the overall quality management system. Means, in short, we can say that suppose if we are implementing the self-inspection program effectively, then we will be ready for external audit at any time. Now we'll see the objective of self-inspection. The first objective is ensure compliance with GMP and regulatory guidelines. The main agenda of pharma industries is to maintain the GMP and regulatory guidelines so that we can produce a quality products. So self-inspection helps in this objective, maintaining to this objective. The second one is verify that SOPs are being followed. The standard operating procedure are very important and key document of pharmaceutical industry, because it is guiding to how to handle that particular process or that particular system. So self-inspection helps to evaluate that whether people are following the SOPs or not. Suppose if they are not following the SOPs, then we can take appropriate corrective actions to avoid any future blunder. The third one is detect and prevent potential quality risk. As we said, the self-inspection is one kind of internal audit. So when we are doing the audit, definitely we'll identify there are some systems we are implemented or we are following. They may convert in the future problems. So we can during those internal audits, we can identify such type of problems and we can encounter them. The next one is evaluate the effectiveness of the QMS system. This is very important point because it is related to quality assurance department and it is indirectly related to external audit. So we should implement the QMS system properly. Suppose if we are implementing the QMS system properly, then we'll get a very few observations and minor kind of observations. But suppose if the QMS system is not implemented properly, in those cases we will get a major or critical observations and the number of observations will be more. So we should ensure that the QMS system is implemented properly. The next one is identify training needs and areas for improvement. As we said, self-inspection is an internal audit. So during audit, we can easily identify that where the manipulation are happening, where the deviations are happening, so that we can identify that to whom we need to give training and for which systems we need to plan the training program. And according to that, we will implement the training program so that it will help to implement the system properly and we can avoid the observations. Now we'll see the scope of self-inspection. The first scope is premises and facilities. By implementing the self-inspection program, we can understand what is the cleanliness of facility, or what kind of maintenance we are doing, or we can ensure that whether we are implemented pest control program or not. We can easily review those activities during the self-inspection. The next one is production. Under production category, we are evaluating process adherence, line clearance and batch records. During this review, suppose if any deviation is there, we can identify it and we can take appropriate kappa to overcome from that problem. And the next one is quality control, and under quality control we are auditing lab practices, test records and calibration. So these are very important things, because lab practices, suppose if we are implementing lab practices appropriately, then we can say that we are analyzing the product effectively. And also test records, because test record is a evidence that which present that the product is complying with our predefined limits. And calibration also express that that particular instrument is working as per the standards. So all these systems and documents are very important, and we should check those documents and systems during self inspection. Next one is warehouse and stores. Under this category, we are auditing material handling, quarantine storage, so that we can say that the material is received as per the process, and also we have stored the material as per the environmental conditions, and we are following the process flow or material flow. The next one is documentation. There are many documents we are maintaining in the pharma industries, like SOPs, records, and logbooks. We should review means representative documents during internal audit, so that we can judge that whether all the processes are happening as per the SOPs, and also whatever the systems or processes we have completed, it those processes are recorded appropriately. The next scope is validation. Under validation, there are two kind of validations are coming. First one is equipment qualification. Equipment qualification is means applicable for new equipments, but for existing equipments, we have to ensure that whether a requalification of the equipment is performed as per frequency or not. The second one is process validation. Process validation, there are many type of process validation, like prospective validation, retrospective validation, concurrent validation, and revalidation. We have to ensure that the appropriate validation is performed on that particular product. The next scope is distribution. Under distribution, we have to ensure that handling of finished products, whether it is happen properly or not. The next one is complaints and recalls. Under this category, we have to means ensure that SOP of recall, SOP of complaint. Also, we have to ensure that investigation procedure, what kind of kappa we have taken, the kappa effectiveness we have to check. The next one is training. Under training, we have to ensure that whether GMP training is conducted or not, because GMP training is very important for pharmaceutical industries, so that we can ensure that people are following the proper practices. The next one is technical training. Technical training, more or less, is related to your day-to-day activities. The next one is change control, deviation management. The change control and deviation management, both components are very important to ensure the processes are following as per the predefined processes, so that means suppose for any change control is needed. Without change control, we can't change any process, any document, or any system. Deviation is the document where we are means documenting all the deviations from approved procedures. Now we'll see the self-inspection procedure. The first type of self-inspection procedure is plan and schedule. To perform the self-inspection, first of all, we have to prepare an annual or a 6 monthly self-inspection schedule. Then form a team. After that, we have to form a team for the self-inspection, and in that particular team, all the means typically QA personnel with cross-functional team members, all those persons should be properly trained on that particular topic. Then third is execution step. It is a conduct inspection. During self-inspection internal audit, we should use the checklist based on GMP guidelines. The fourth one is record observations. Of course, during the internal audit, we will observe some observations. We have to record those observations and also classify as a critical, major, and minor. Next one is prepare report. After audit, we have to prepare the report to document all the observations and share to the respective departments. Then next one is recommended action. Means we have to take corrective and preventive actions for all the observations, and we have to maintain the record of that corrective and preventive actions. Then next one is follow up. Means quality assurance should ensure that timely closure of observations so that we can counter the future risks. And after that, the last step of self inspection is review. We have to review the trend and prepare a trend analysis and management review. Means we have to review these self inspection audit observations with specific frequencies, so that we'll identify that which observations are repetitively coming, so that what kind of precautions we have to take so that we can counter those observations. Now we'll see the frequency of self inspection. As per the industrial means as per the industrial standard, it should be twice in a year. But suppose if any area is more stringent or high risk areas, there means companies may customize the frequency like that. Suppose if they are thinking we should conduct the self inspection after 3 months, they may conduct, because absolutely it is good. Suppose if you are reducing the frequency of self inspection. So friends, today I have covered the topic self inspection. Hope you people understood the topic. Thank you very much for connecting us.